WHBF is local for you. Now, here is your digital-only look at Quad Cities news. This is Local 4 News Midday, only on OurQuadCities.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexandria Ikamoni. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News Midday. Continuing coverage of the attempted murder case of a North Scott Junior High School student. Right now, multiple witnesses are taking the stand in this case, but let's get you up to speed. Prosecutors say 13-year-old Luke Andrews brought a gun to school last summer and tried to shoot a teacher, but the safety gun from the gun kept it from firing. Prosecutors have about 40 people on their witness list, and so far, they've heard from at least 2. Now, Andrews is being tried in adult court as a youthful offender. Local 4 Sean Logging is in court right now. You can follow WHBF social media pages for updates, and we'll have more on this story starting at 4. One man woke up in jail this morning after a shooting turned into a police chase last night. 22-year-old Tyler Walker of Milan is now facing charges. Police say it all started after a shots fired call near the Hy-Vee on 42nd Avenue Drive in Moline. Witnesses say they saw one car shooting at another while driving, and police say he also crashed into a field. Then at least a dozen squad cars from several different departments searched for Walker. At the time, it was a nearby ramp to Interstate 280. No injuries were reported, but a 14-year-old was also in that car. To Chicago now, one person was killed and 2 others were rescued overnight after a powerboat hit a break wall and turned over on Lake Michigan. A man and woman were pulled from the water and are in good condition. Divers found the body of a 28-year-old woman after an hour-long search. Now, a witness says the boat was speeding before it capsized. The Chicago Fire Department says the woman killed was not wearing a life vest. Right now, the Arsenal Bridge is shut down and crews are still dealing with the train derailment from yesterday. We captured this video from our tower cam. You can see a crane is lifting it back on the tracks. The derailment closed the Davenport Gate and stopped barge traffic as well. This is news you don't want to hear during the middle of summer. Scott County's biggest lake will be drained soon. Crews will start draining Westlake Park on Monday. It's part of a $3 million restoration project. The goal is to reduce algae and increase the fish population, but the work might not be done for 2 years. And if you see news happening, forward it to Local 4. Just download the Our Quad Cities app. It's available on Android and Apple devices, and it's free. You can get breaking news notifications and also share stories you want to see highlighted here on Local 4. It's a big day at TPC Deer Run. Round 1 of the John Deere Classic kicked off just a few hours ago, and thousands are expected to pack out the course the rest of the week. So there are a few things you need to know when it comes to parking and security checkpoints. Local 4's Andrea Medina has the details you need.
Hey Alexandria, lots of excitement out here as round 1 of the John Deere Classic Tournament kicked off a few hours ago. Pros are making their way around the 18th hole and eventually, hopefully, sweet victory. Now, we're by the practice putting range because we don't want to be too loud or disturb them, but as you can see, there are still a ton of golfers out here getting a few practice rounds in before their tee time, and fans had been filling the area, but over the next couple of hours and even throughout the week, there's going to be a lot more of them, bringing quite a bit of traffic, but more importantly, lots of energy and adrenaline. And sometimes when our minds are literally set on getting to the game and having a good time, we forget the important things like rules. So before you head out to the course to catch them in action, there are a few things to keep in mind. Arriving early is key. There will be security checkpoints at parking lots and the main gates, plus security will be wanding people before entering the course. You can't bring in posters, backpacks, or weapons, and if you are planning on bringing something inside, it has to be in a gallon-sized plastic bag, clear purse, or a bag smaller than 6 by 6 by 6 inches. Now, the only exception to the bag rules is if you have one that's needed for medical reasons or for diapers. Also, no cameras will be allowed, but you can record and take pictures on your phone. It must be on silent at all times and flash can't be used. As far as parking goes, there's a park and ride shuttle service available at the Isle Casino Hotel in Bettendorf, Quad City Downs, and other areas around the Quad Cities. Now, we'll make sure we have all this information on our website, ourquadcities.com. But in the meantime, if you are debating about coming out to a tournament, just do it. It's a great time out here. It's a beautiful day, and it's going to continue being beautiful throughout the coming days. And tickets start off at $30, but if you want something a little bit more exclusive, well, it's going to be a couple hundred. But of course, no matter what you pay for, it's going to be a great time out here. Alexandria, back to you.
Andrea, thank you. And like you mentioned, it's going to be a nice day today to check out those golfers. Ash will tell you all about your local pinpoint forecast when we come back.
WHBF is local for you. You're watching a special digital newscast on OurQuadCities.com with Alexandria Icamoni and meteorologist Ash Simpson. This is Local 4 News Midday, available only on OurQuadCities.com.
We are the believers, we are the hope keepers, living to make a difference. And there's nowhere like this, no, there's nowhere like this. And I love and living local. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Said I love and living local. I'm living local and it's everything to me.
And now, meteorologist Ash Simpson with your local pinpoint forecast.
Well, today is going to feel a whole lot better than yesterday. Much lower humidity. Temperatures only going to make it to the mid-80s. Enjoy it while you can, because as the JDC rolls on, especially if you're headed out there, now we're going to be looking at things changing this weekend. Back to the upper 80s for tomorrow. Still low humidity, but temperatures borderlining on 90, and then we get into the 90s Saturday and Sunday as well. But the humidity is returning for both of those days. Plus, we do have the chance for a little bit of isolated rain on Saturday. Otherwise, today probably the best day of the week. We've had a lot of cooler air rolling in from the north, and that's keeping things from getting too warm today. Only the mid-80s expected outside. You can see we have pretty much nothing but sunshine, a few clouds trying to form towards the tail end of the satellite radar loop, but that high pressure keeping it nice and sunny for a lot of the day today. Partly cloudy at times, but mild, nice and mild. That north wind is going to feel great today, and as we go through the next several days, it does warm up a lot. So 84, the high temperature, really the best day to take full advantage of. Tonight we're down to the lower 60s, patchy fog possible, but we're back to the 90s there this weekend and all through next week. We're also going to stay mostly dry. The next really significant chance for rain that we have doesn't come until next Wednesday.
All right, well, 80s won't last long, like you said. You just got to get ready for those 90s. Well, thank you for joining us for Local 4 News Midday. Your local news, weather, and sports are available 24 hours a day right here at OurQuadCities.com. And be sure to join us for Local 4 News starting at 4. See you then.
If you see news happen or have a story idea, remember to forward it to 4. You can send your photos, videos, or ideas to us on the Our Quad Cities app or on the Local 4 News Facebook page. See breaking news 24/7 on OurQuadCities.com. Have you watched Local 4 News lately?
People in Davenport took cover when they heard gunshots this afternoon. Local 4 News was first on the scene.
First on the scene.
First on the scene. With more local stories than anyone else.
Live in Davenport.
In Rock Island.
In the newsroom, Grace Runkle, Local 4 News.
Breaking news.
We were there when they took the suspected drug dealer down.
It's a Local 4 News exclusive.
And the fastest growing source of online news coverage. On air but online. Isn't it time you made Local 4 News local for you?